Hello everyone, today it's time for a new video about this Mazda 90 watt SOX bulb, which this is quite an old bulb as you can see by the packaging here. I always really like the older packaging where they kind of just put a wrap of the brand around a piece of paper. It kind of feels like unboxing a present of some sort, even though they kind of suck to keep in the collection because it tears very easily. But I got this from a German collector, which I'm very happy because I really like the older style SOX bulbs. So the packaging is quite neat with their logo and everything on it. And the bulb itself looks pretty cool as well. I really like the style of the older SOX bulbs, which is kind of hard to get out without ruining the packaging too much. So I'm doing my best. Because this is what the bulb itself looks like, which it does have some difference to say a Philips 90 watt bulb. This bulb itself feels a bit more high quality, just like the older Philips SOX bulbs. And what I also really like about this bulb is that you can kind of get more insights on the way that the bulb itself works, because normally Philips has a ring at the top of the bottom of the filaments here, so you can't really see the way it's connected to its base. But here you can kind of see it. This is pretty cool. He also uses a different color base here, and the style itself is a bit different as well, as more glass, and this part is a lot thinner. But outside of that there are a lot of similarities, and I don't know if it's true, but I've heard that Mazda is basically just an offshoot from Philips, kind of just sold Philips stock that they guess didn't sell well or something. But they have their own print on the bulb itself. It's hard to see with the camera. They call it SIO here, which I guess is their name of branding a SOX bulb. And it's made in Belgium, just like Philips. Maybe that they're from the same factory or something, I'm not too sure. But let's get something wired up so we can actually turn it on. That would be cool to do. So let's get some mains going here. And then something to connect the socket to, which we will run this bulb on a 66 watt electronic ballast, which works fine. At least with Philips bulbs. I'm not sure how that works for others, but I guess it's just the same. Which it does work. It's not the best for the ballast itself, but we'll just do it for one time, so don't stress too much about it, please. But I don't really have any loose 90 watt compartments laying around in the shed at the moment, so we'll have to do with this. And I also feel like it starts, or the startup is a bit slower with this kind of ballast. We'll also put this around the bulb so it's not laying on the plastic cover of the table here. Not really related to the subject of the video here, but it also took me a long time to realize and figure out how clever this system of the Philips lamp holders actually are. You can switch between the thicker version, for example the 90 watt version here, and the smaller 55 watt version by just unscrewing this screw, and then it gets wider, as you can see, which I think is a very clever system, especially for its time. So let's get a good view of the bulb itself and turn it on. Which you can immediately see a very nice start here on the ends of the filament. For some reason the bulb is kind of pulsating here. It's also making a lot of noise, which is the glass expanding from the heat. But let's make a time lapse of the bulb warming up. So the bulb is fully warmed up. Nice orange light, like you would expect from a low pressure sodium. Also the bulb itself doesn't get too hot, but very bright. And I really just like the older style bulbs. I'm a big fan of this one, very happy to own it in the collection. And also the start was pretty interesting. It's kind of probably just the way it's laying at the moment, where the top of the bulb is a bit lower, so the sodium itself will kind of go towards the end, I guess, but it actually started turning orange from the end of the bulb instead of the front. By the filaments, those usually turn orange first. But that's basically all I had to say about this Mazda low pressure sodium bulb. Thanks a lot for watching, have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next video.